Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us on this Monday morning. It's a Music Monday, and we've also got some special guests joining us in a few moments. Let's see. I've got my co-host here. Let's see. Dr. Lana Pagao is the Communications Director with HCC's Northwest College. Lana, are you able to turn on your camera?
I am working on it, and I apologize.
All right, no worries, no worries. We're going to get to you in a little while. You'll be interviewing Courtney Smith, who's our guest. But first, we want to welcome everyone and remind you that we are on every morning, 10 a.m. on YouTube and, of course, Facebook Live. You can find us as Houston Community College District. You can rewatch the show anytime in social media. I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel under Houston Community College District. And you can watch us on HCCTV. We're on at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. You watch the rebroadcast of the show. Okay, Lana's working on getting her camera fixed. We're going to introduce the guest she'll be interviewing. Courtney Smith is an HCC English professor. She's also at the Katy campus and with the Creative Writing Club. She's an advisor and a West Houston Institute Innovation Fellow. Good morning, Courtney. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thank you, Todd. I'm glad to be here. Good morning.
So Vocable about to be launched, right?
Yes.
Last time. Right? Okay. We're going to hear all about if you don't know what Vocable is, you're going to hear about it very shortly. We'll be with you in about 10 minutes.
Wonderful.
Okay, we've got a special guest from Music Monday. You may have seen him in social media or live around town. He's always playing. He is known as a singer, songwriter, but most importantly, a guitar slinger. Johnny Falstaff is a songwriter and a recording artist, and he's joining us live right now. Johnny, good to see you.
Man, it's good to be here. It's a bit early to tackle all of these technical issues going on, man, but we're trying to make our way through it.
Well, we're glad to welcome to the world of Zoom, by the way, and we're glad to have you with us this morning.
I'm zoomed. I've been zoomed.
You've been zoomed. You've also been trying to get you on the show for a while, but it looks like you've done some work overseas recently. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I lived overseas for about 7 years. I lived in Germany and just moved back about a year ago. So, getting the wheels turning and getting things going on here. The machine is turned on and we're ready to roll.
Well, you and I, before we get started, you and I have a mutual friend, and we got to say hi to her as well, because I'm sure she'll get a chance to see this show. I know her from many, many years ago, but she also does some work with you as well, Kimberly Wilson.
Yeah. Yep. Super duper chick. She's awesome. Fantastic. We ran in the same circles many years ago, probably more than either one of us would care to admit. But, the rockabilly scene way back then was really cool, and we ran with the same circle of folks.
Well, let's talk about how you got your start in music. Rockabilly, of course, is mainly what you do, but tell us how you got started. Were you always into rockabilly, or did you start doing something else?
Well, as a kid, you're kind of almost forced to listen to what your parents are listening to, whatever it's in their 8-track or on their turntable. So it was always like this classic country stuff, like Buck Owens and Ray Price, Merle Haggard, that kind of thing. So then you move on to your high school social scene, and that stuff is not cool anymore. So because you have to rebel. I mean, you just have to.
Yeah.
So it's rock and roll, it's all of that stuff. But things come full circle. You realize why you liked it. You liked it because it was great.
Yeah.
And it just kind of comes back around to that.
And it's a broad question to ask an artist, but how would you describe your sound?
Man, I was waiting for that, Todd. That's difficult because the whatever word they use for a genre, it just kind of changes by the minute almost. What they call country today kind of almost doesn't even resemble the kind of country that once was. So to put a peg on it, I would have to say probably Americana. Maybe I would have said country once upon a time, but that is such a broad paintbrush.
Well, I I was watching a clip on social media, and it was John Mellencamp, and he was doing a song, and the audience started singing along with him, and they went straight to the chorus. And he's like, "Wait, stop!" He goes, and then he talked about the songwriting process. He says, "For me, writing a song isn't difficult. I just come up with a chorus. I may have a bridge in there, throw in some opening lines." He said, "But that's the process for me." And he said it wasn't difficult. What is your process? Do you come up with the music first, then the lyrics, or do you get the lyrics first, then the music, or a mixture of both?
Well, it's usually a mixture of both, man. It usually starts off with like a vision, some kind of picture or a motion picture in my brain. I mess around with film making a bit, so it kind of brings that in, and then you design the music and words around it.
And you talked about spending 7 years in Europe. Where did you live? And were they more receptive over there to your style of music?
I lived in Dresden. It's the, very east, very far east, right on the border of the Czech Republic. And really all over Europe, there are pockets of enthusiastic fans that really get into certain types of American music. Like there's jazz, and there's blues, and there's country, and there's rockabilly, and there's enthusiastic fans for all of these genres of music. And surprisingly enough, man, they really, really study it and can tell me more about that music than I already know. Like, wow, man, did you know which guitar player played on that 1957 recording of whatever?
Right. I know I follow you in social media, and it's good to see you here because I know you had a rough bout with cancer over the past several years. And how is that now? And can you tell us any bit about that? And did that, we go through tragic moments in our lives, and it kind of shapes our destiny. And I imagine that probably gave you a new set of glasses to look through as well.
Yeah. These are reading glasses, by the way. I'm not trying to be all really cool. I just need to see. Yeah, I was diagnosed in Germany and treated there. And the medical staff was just top notch. They made it as easy as it could possibly be. But we came through it, and there were a whole lot of people rooting and praying for me, and that stuff really goes a long way when you're down. To see people that really care about you and really support you and want you to make it because they want to spend a little bit more time with you while you're here. So it was really an illuminating experience. I mean, when you're there, you're thinking, okay, if I come out of this, what am I going to get done?
Yeah.
How am I going to live the rest of my life, and what am I going to accomplish? And it kind of sets things in motion, and you have a focus, and you have a perspective, and you really dial in on that.
You also you do other things besides music. Your Facebook page says you do voiceovers and screenplays. What does the future hold for you? Obviously the band, but where personally, do you look to hope maybe do more of those screenplays and voiceovers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really practicing up on my sexy deep voice here, but I do have a script that I'm working on. I've got also a book that I'm working on. I love creative writing, and getting into that, you kind of have to separate yourself from everything to get into that mode. But here pretty soon, I'm about to go to Nashville and do some more recording and release some new music. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, I know people would like to see you live, and I know you post a lot of things in your social media. So we're going to, after the show, we're going to have all your social media so people can follow you and see where you're playing live, because we'd like to see you live here in the Houston area again soon.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on out. We need to hoist one together.
That sounds good. I appreciate that. Johnny Falstaff, good to talk to you in person. I know I've had you as a friend in Facebook for quite some time, but it's good to talk to you and hope to see you live sometime soon.
Best of luck, man. Good chatting with you.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for joining us for Music Monday. Johnny Falstaff is a singer, songwriter, and guitar slinger, most importantly, and you can follow him in social media. We'll have all his information in our post after the show. All right, it is not only Music Monday, but we got another special guest. You know, Johnny was talking about writing a book. Well, we're going to talk about creative writing here, and we've got a guest who's going to join us now. Dr. Lana Pagao is going to be interviewing Courtney Smith. Take it over, ladies.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Courtney Smith. She is the HCC English professor out at Katy. Over the Katy Creative Writing Club. She's the advisor, and she is a WHI Innovative Fellow. Welcome, Courtney. It's great to have you back on the show.
I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you, Dr. Pagao. Thank you.
Yeah. So you have quite the pedigree. You have a Bridgeport Prize nominee. Your work has appeared in Relief, Barron Magazine, and the, how do you say that? Ocotillo. In addition, your manuscript, Infidelity, recently won the Catherine K. Slynn Award of the Poetry Society of Texas and is forthcoming in May. That's another reason to celebrate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm very excited. Thank you. I'm glad to be a part of this creative show today, featuring a lot of creative people.
But before we get into the big event, let's first talk about the HCC Creative Writing Club. So can you tell us some general facts about it?
Absolutely. So we're the HCC Creative Writing Club. One of the things that COVID gave us was being able to do this, right? And so we were primarily Katy, but now we're pretty much district-wide. I have members from all over because we meet on Thursdays at 2:30 via Teams. So anyone who's interested can check it out. We get together, we write, we talk about our writing. We actually play writing games, and we have a good social time with other creatives, and it's for everyone. Anyone is welcome. Even if you're not writing right now and you think you want to, if you make graphic novels, anything creative, where any kind of writing is involved. We've had songwriters. It's for you. So every Tuesday we meet, and we also do events. We host workshops. We host writers to come in to talk to us about writing, about publishing. We have game nights, we have movie nights, and we talk about scripts. So it's just a really great way to network with other people who are creative and are interested in creative writing, and also have a good time.
Great. So you recently held a weeks-long competition that covered all forms of creative writing. Can you tell us about that?
So we are putting out a new journal. This is the first issue from the Creative Writing Club. It's called Vocable. And we accepted submissions from all kinds of genres, fiction, creative nonfiction, poetry. And we're very excited because we're about to have our release of because we've stopped accepting submissions. We're in the selection process and the design process. This issue will be online, but we're going to have a celebration of this and have people who were accepted read their work, as well as promote the Vocable very soon. So it's very exciting. We hope to put out one print issue a year as well. So yeah, we're very excited about that.
Great. So the culmination of that contest is the upcoming Houston Poetry and Arts Festival. When will that be, and what will it entail?
So this is it's connected with Vocable, but it's also its own thing. We hope to be able to do this every year as well. It's the Houston Poetry and Arts Festival, which will be on May 6th at the Houston West Loop campus. I'm so excited about it. We're going to have writing organizations from all over the city and beyond, actually be there to share information with the community. In the morning, we're going to have our showcase of our club members who are going to read their work that they've been working on, as well as the people who are published. The students who are published in Vocable will also read some of their work. We're going to have live music. There's going to be food truck. We are going to have huge performers in the afternoon, including the Texas Poet Laureate, Lupe Mendez, as well as the most recently, just last week, it was announced that Eris Kian, the Houston City Poet Laureate, is also going to be there with her Slam Smoke team. So, as well as multiple other professional spoken word artists and poets in the afternoon. It's going to be huge. Anyone who's interested in spoken word or interested in getting involved in writing in the community, come out. It's open to the community. It's free. It's from 10 to 3 on May the 6th at West Loop campus. And I've got collaborators in the community. It's going to be a huge event. So everyone should come. You should come.
That sounds like fun. So your club offers some scholarship opportunities every semester. How can students apply for the general scholarships?
So the way the scholarship is going to work, if you sign up for the creative writing class, we select nominees, or people are nominated from the class, and then it's as if you get reimbursed and take the class for free. So this endowed scholarship, we give away 5 every fall and 5 every spring to creative writing students. Yes. And so we're going to be able to do this for a while. It was an endowed scholarship. It was a very generous gift from a community member, and it's specifically for creative writing students. So not only should you take creative writing class because this helps your writing and helps you in any creative endeavor. Storytelling is the key. It is the key to every creative endeavor. Storytelling is key. Not only is it a wonderful, fun class to take, and it will hone your skills, but you might get to take it for free. And so we do that every spring and every fall.
Wow, that's great. And then there's the Reading Culture project every semester that's so beneficial for students. What country are you studying this spring?
So this spring we're doing the Philippines, and the Republic of the Philippines, and I'm so excited about this because we do a different country every fall and spring. And as you know, we're #1 in the nation community college for international students. And so we wanted to come up with a program that really highlighted other cultures and other countries. And so what we do is we select 1 or 2 books from that country that's selected every semester. We have a district-wide read-along. People can come and we have free copies of the books that we give away. And we have events throughout the semester that are about the culture or feature the culture of that country in some way. This all culminates in a contest for 3 scholarships. We give away $1,000 grand prize, and then $500 for the best essay submission and $500 for the best project. And that is guaranteed every fall and spring. And the deadline for that is today. So I'm hoping if anyone's watching who has read the book, if they could get their project in today, midnight tonight. And we always announce the winner about the end of the semester. And so it's just a wonderful program. It's a lot of fun. It's so enlightening, and I'm a really strong proponent for it. So everyone should do it, faculty, staff, as well as students.
That is so cool. My dad's from the Philippines, so it seems like the Filipino culture is having its moment right now. So that's great.
And it's so wonderful because we learn about these cultures as well as what it's like today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Courtney Smith, HCC English professor, HCC Creative Writing Club advisor, and West Houston Institute Innovation Fellow. We'll have your info in our post after the show. It was great to see you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you both. We've got a few announcements to get through before we wrap up today's show. Student Success Summit. Lana, I believe that's taking place out at the West Houston Institute near you. Though it has begun, you can still join HCC faculty, staff, and students to learn about best practices that drive student success. It's also a chance to hear keynote speaker Dr. Fred Bonner, professor and endowed chair in educational leadership and counseling at Prairie View A&M University. It's happening today and tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. today at the West Houston Institute, and then tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Both sessions are at the West Houston Institute. So a lot going out there. Check our post after the show and you can register for the event. And we also got a system-wide juried student exhibition going on, Lana.
Yeah, it's our spring exhibition, and it's district-wide in-person exhibition. It features students, and it will be juried for awards in drawing, painting, ceramics, 2D design, and sculpture. And will be today. It starts today, April 24th, and it's going to run through May 5th. It's going to be at the HCC Southeast Learning Hub Gallery. It's free. And reception and awards are from 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, April 25th. Registration is not required for the gallery, and everyone is welcome.
Okay, Central Dance Concert, Spring 2023. That's happening. It's time for the annual concert of dance works from faculty and guest artists. All are under the direction of HCC's dance coordinator, Maggie Lasher. It's happening at 7:30 p.m. Thursday and Friday, April 27th and 28th. It's later this week. It's taking place at HCC Central Heinen Theater. Check our post after the show for information on that as well. And student success coaching. We have help.
Yes, we're here to help you. Student Success Coaching is a new and free student service available to HCC online-only students. It's a grant-funded initiative sponsored by the University of Florida that assists online students and increases matriculation through a more hands-on approach in some select classes. Check out our post after the show for more details.
Virtual information sessions, calling all future Eagles. You can learn more about HCC and how to register, get all your questions answered. Starting your higher education journey can be intimidating. So HCC is here to help with virtual information sessions. They're twice a month to help you get registered for summer and fall classes. HCC admission advisors will help students apply, secure eligible financial aid, decide on education and career pathways, and connect with student support services. You can learn it all. We'll have some information in our post after the show. And I can't believe we're already talking about fall 2023.
Unbelievable.
I know.
I know.
Well, it was bizarre when we were talking about summer, there was a big drive to get, the spring registration up there. And I know you guys are doing real well with getting the students back on the campuses, but we certainly need them to register for the fall.
Yeah, so fall registration has begun, but you can still register for summer. So hurry if you want to secure your course, your professor, your location, etc. All classes offered in person and online options. There's, of course, the online anytime with no established class meeting time unless it's listed. Online on a schedule, that's meeting time is set and course meets online. And there's hybrid, which is lecture class meets partially face-to-face and partially virtually. And then we have in-person, which is traditional, face-to-face courses with traditional meeting patterns at various campus locations, and our hybrid labs, which is a lab and studio courses. So to learn more about HCC programs, start dates and options to cover costs, go to hccs.edu/apply.
So tomorrow on the show, we've got kind of a special show for you tomorrow. We've got a longtime HCCTV partner and host of Dialogue Houston. He's been with us forever. He's celebrating an anniversary with us, and he's a well-revered community supporter, Larry Payne. We're talking about Larry Payne. He was recently interviewed by our engineer, Chris Bourne. Chris is doing like a half-hour special on Larry. So he's going to be on the show tomorrow. Chris will be here as well. We'll talk about Larry's career, his future plans, and Chris will be here for that. Later this week, we'll be getting ready for Cinco de Mayo with a special guest from the San Diego for Thursday Family Fun Day. We've also got Film Friday coming up as well. So big week happening here. Oh, and by the way, Alana, I don't know if you knew about this. We have our vast graduation happening later this week as well. That happens Friday afternoon. So
that's great.
Yeah, that'll be a very special event. So a lot coming up this week. We're going to be, Lana, thanks for joining us here this morning and co-hosting the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're going to wrap up for today. We'll see all of you tomorrow morning live at 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.